for El Coast to Coast here on a Wednesday, a golf Wednesday. As you can tell on C2C, Carver High in for Scotty. And as we begin Golf Wednesdays, we do every week with Cam Stewart. You see him on Sports Rage late night at night, and every Wednesday here with me as we get you ready for this week's PGA Tour event, which heads north of the border, up to Cam, the RBC Canadian Open in Hamilton. Cam, tell me about this place.
I don't know, Carver. You send me the pics, and I feel more like I'm the American president and the new Prime Minister of Canada, Mike Carver. I'm going to give you the key to the country, the way things are going. We'll get to the pics later. Hamilton is an old school golf course, and let me tell you, I worked at a course very similar, very short, just over 7,000 yards, Mike, par 70. And here's the deal. It doesn't have a lot of defenses. It's one of those things. And I talked to Gabe and I talked to others about it this week with Mayo and all these other guys. I really hope that they, you got to grow the rough. I don't want a Canadian Open where it's like minus 30. I'll never forget the time they had it at Shaughnessy in Gabe's backyard in BC. The winner, Sean O'Hare, at 4 under. Remember good old Sean O'Hare from Pennsylvania? Yeah, I interviewed him at the Canadian Open back in the day. Great guy. He's been through a lot in his life, and he won in a playoff over Chris shooting blank. Was it blanks? I think it might have been blanks. Anyway, it was like minus 4 under. It's a national championship. I don't want to see a guy shooting minus 40. Remember the winner of the Desert Classic, Joe Durant, minus 42. I don't care. It's not a U.S. Open, British Open, whatever, but you can't have a guy winning at like 35 under, but we'll see what happens here. Apparently the guys say it's pretty easy, but maybe they're tricking us. I'm going to tell you one thing about Hamilton, though. You got to drive the ball straight. A lot of trees, a lot of, you know what it is, Carver? It's that old school course that you play, right? Got to keep it straight, got to hit greens. And if you do that, you'll do very well. And I looked at our picks, and we took a lot of guys that do that, guys who put it down the middle, put it on the greens, and who's got the hot putter this week when Nick Taylor hit that 90-footer? For you, as one of my favorite Americans, to win the Canadian Open, I'm actually going to lose my status right now. After my cabinet meeting, I looked at Carver's golf picks and went, Canadian. I'm done. You're now the Prime Minister, buddy. I'm gone. Been a pleasure.
There's definitely going to be a theme with my selections when we get there, Cam. We're going to get there in a moment because we only have so much time. I will tell you, Rory is here this week. He's won this tournament a bunch of times, including the last time it was at Hamilton. But, I mean, Cam, he's plus 360, which is Scheffler at the PGA Championship and the Masters a couple weeks ago. You're getting that kind of a number for Rory here. And I'm not telling you, Cam, I don't think he might come out and smash everybody again this week because he absolutely could. But we are not going to go after him, that's for sure. I mean, we're going to go after him. We're not going to take him with any of our picks. Fleetwood's here, Tagala's here, Corey Connor, Sam Burns, Shane Lowry. That is the chalk at the top of the board, as you see there, for the RBC Canadian Open. Let's get into it, Cam, and I'll tell you who I got first, and we will roll the ball right down the hill. You mentioned it. A lot of Canadians for me. I bookended them, though, Cam, with a couple of my guys. And first, at the top, with my more of chalk pick, is the Irish Bear, Shane Lowry, who finished second to Rory last time they were here in Hamilton in 2019. We love the way the Irish Bear has been playing this year. I just feel like, aside from that team win with Rory, he's going to bust through on his own at some point this year. Maybe it's this week at 22-1. Here's my Canadian roster, Cam. Corey Connors at 25-1. Mac Hughes at 35-1. Adam Hadwin gets a little payback. He's going to make Nick Taylor stand there and take a spear from a security guard when he wins at 50-1 this week. And there's Nick Taylor. I got to tell you, Cam, the Nick Taylor prices this week, I know he's not playing as well as he did in January and February when he won the Waste Management, but for him to be longer down the board than Mac Hughes and Adam Hadwin doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And I think Nicolai Højgaard at 80 seems a little off for a guy that we've just seen played well at the Masters, has played well at other tournaments. I know he's been rough the last 2 or 3 times out. 80-1 for Nicolai, I'm on it, Cam, for the long shot.
I love you, Carver. Canadians love you too. I'm going with the Irish Bear, our beautiful world philosophy. Peace for everybody with Shane Lowry. We love the Irishman. Guinness is for everybody. Alex Noren, let's head to Sweden at 28. Tom Kim, perfect type of course for him. Just hit it straight. Ryan Ginger, 42. Ashke Batea seems like a popular pick with the golf nerds. And then I'm going deep. I love Matt Wallace, and I'm telling you, Matt Wallace plays really well on short courses. Him and Nate Lashley, Carver, all my losers are coming back to roost tonight in Canada. But I'll tell you, I've never seen you with 4 Canadians out of 6, Carver. Proud of you, buddy.
There's 25 of them in the field this weekend. We got 25 Canadians in the field. All right, here we go. We got to move. Top 10 to 20.
Oh, sorry.
I'm going Rory with the top 5 at plus 105. Tagala, I'll go with the top 10 at 220. There's Hadwin again. T10 at 450. Tom Kim, I'll ride you here, Cam. Top 20 for Tom at plus 160. Ryan Crazy Like a Fox. A T20 at plus 300. Let's go. And look at that, Novocaine. Andrew Novak, T20 at plus 450. Are you kidding me, Cam? Let's go.
Great prices. Fleetwood, top 10, plus 180. He might not win, but I'm going to go with Mackenzie Hughes. This is my Canadian content. Top 20, plus 180. Hadwin, plus 185, and top Canadian. Mac Messner, plus 170. Matt Wallace, plus 120 for a top 40. And Moops, Ryan Moore, let's go top 40, Carver. What else you got for me? First round leaders, buddy.
First round leader bombs. I'm going with my same strategy. Most of these guys all going off very early in the morning tomorrow. Keith Mitchell at 50-1. Nick Taylor at 65-1. There's Svensson, another Canadian, at 70. Mark put the Hubbard in the cupboard at 75. Johnny Vegas has played great in Canada, 100-1. Justin Sudd at $110, and Matthew Naismith at 120-1. Cam, get him in for me.
First round leaders, Tagala 35. This guy can't win. Mr. Thursday, Cameron Young. Mackenzie Hughes, he's a Canadian at 50. Eric Von Ruin, we got him at 65. Spencen's a Canadian at 70. And Matt Wallace, baby. Give me Braveheart. Slash them all at 90-1. Let's go, Carver.
RBC Canadian Open picks with Cam Stewart. Let's have a big week in Kansas City.